neutral grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. On first down, gone. Oh, he's going to take a shot right. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll drop the throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back to throw now on first down. Looking deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the... And he lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. It almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On first down, it's Gurley. Got some real estate inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running
That's
back
what you
on
need
that
for
counter
a good
play?
counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Gurley again here on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw on second down is gone. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think this.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are in for 6. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Set! 3-19! 3-19! Leopard! Leopard!
A handoff to Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Back to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Cardinals. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point right down the middle. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Goff. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Big hold to the 30. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Saquon Barkley, 81 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Third and long. It's gone. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Gone! Detroit!
Right back to him on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Over!
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 45 yards. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. From the gun, here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. First down carry for Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a give to Barkley. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down. Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Goff. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. The final shot before break here. Goff. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here.
Watch it now, Mark.
Again, it's Barkley. And a solid run down inside the 30. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. 2nd and 10, Goff again. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Goff now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now Goff. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And that one's complete to Gurley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Gone. That's complete. The former basketball star, Rico Gathers. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. From the red zone now, Goff. Buying time to his left. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. In for the score. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Gone! Here we go now. Green, 39.
He'll drop to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Good job by this defense. They're now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3 and out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Dumps it off to Gurley. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On second down, here's Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. 3rd and 2. Goff. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the 2-point conversion. Again, Goff. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within his score as the lead's cut to 8. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. To throw is Goff. They'll roll him out right. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And now it's second down. Goff now looking to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on 3rd down. 45 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Goff on 1st down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Out of the gun. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Anthony Barr coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's airing it out for Williams. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He knocks it back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Gone! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Back to throw, Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Goff. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From the 50, it's gone. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
The pitch goes to Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll go to Barkley again. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15?
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over.
Back to throw here. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Goff. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here's Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One last throw here for Goff. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cardinals, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
In the broccoli, dancing in my chucks, feeling out of body. Say the man got me. Can you hear me now? 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 God in my system, then the one I'm kissing. One mic extensions that'll look like expeditions on. Man, it's too loud. Hear me in your city, cause when I start spitting too much drive, need some power steering, cruising to a better vision, y'all. Can you hear me? travel, but I'm on my way. Mama, trust all these steps on my journey, 'cause I'll be okay. I know it's gotta hurt when you know you could've had a president. Guess that I would rather be the man. Maybe one day I'll go back to school. Think I'm probably kidding, but I still mean it. They've been trying to screw me, but I've been a genius. Daddy looking more like home since I made moves. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now?
No introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about them. Let them out to anywhere. Tell them you don't need nothing. Yup, like and the can't go enter. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember out of Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. I'm used to getting things from a text. So I count setting numbers in the hood. Do what I say do. Tell break bread, a fake dead, a bit to hate that. 50 million a year, died to make that middle. You vote for Trump, you see me outside, well, you know what's up. I ain't hearing no peace talk, ain't funny, no hee-haw. Like the Black Panther, weak to the teeth, try me weak. Swear to God, I could have been Freddie Gray. Or Mike Brown getting down with a on me and a half a. Let me buy Sandra Bland. Listen, boy, you're challenging with the running man. I was challenging with a hand. What you see before you, but they didn't tell you from nothing, man. Grand hustle over everything. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of the in crowd. Got a problem with me, I said, y'all got the same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Hey, everyone knows on go. I roll in the 4x4. Believe if I kept gon' go, see me with ain't gon' see them no more. They love when I talk, they roll by the car line, went bought it. Caught case at the case and a phone. They will watch you give a I live that they rapping back, carrying them back what they capping back. Bankroll mama, we know it did. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up, there's zeros. Certified neighborhood hero. You can try one of them, better not try with me though. Hey.
Bring it in. Roll it down by 2. We're gonna go out here, run this play for the win. Let's go get it. Odd formation, 28 sweeps, blue 14. Watch left. Hup, hup, hup.
We to the man, Atlanta hat cop to the left, turn to the back. Try to see we weren't having that. Send with your ad, drop it out with Alabama ad. That would get for trying to battle rap. Head, be one and done. No drive, but we running. Walk up to you while you showing us stun till you up that jewelry and money. Playing game, thinking showing up funny till my young win for me. Yeah, for the love of the bankroll. Keep it busy. Don't nobody care about it. Don't nobody wanna hear about it. You got a problem, huh? Well, it's the same thing for everybody. I ain't gon' lie. I promise that a day go by. I ain't on the grind if I ain't on fire. If it one thing I want, then it can't go by. Tryna put 6 wheels on the Range Rover. I ain't finna play no game, that what you know. So if you think at the top till I move over. Modern day Tupac in a new Hova. Know that now come with us and down. We dodge it, steady ducking clown. We chasing meals so we can put that down. Top but we run the town. But with millions in with no cap and gown. We're all in what happened now. Metal throne, concrete crown. Call that line, you getting beat. Real what veteran. What academy. He still remember me when they were sick and needed their medicine. You better watch it, partner, you from around here thinking sweet, you got the wrong idea. Get left out there, tell them so what I kept. Trap music, all black. Still, I'm that stupid. Still down to do it if you act stupid. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah. Trap music, all black. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah.
Bring out the Brinks truck, I'm young, flying iced up. 100-yard dash, I had to run my price up. Boss your life up, I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, you know these checking for me in the DM. think the Rari go faster without the roof. 30, I might go around the two, stacking up. I love how my money counter move. With attitude, I got a attitude, and I dropped out of school. I'm going up, check my vertical. Man, I'm breaking every rule. TMZ harassing me, I got a camera crew. I'm addicted to shopping, so everything brand new. I'm friends with the jeweler, my diamonds like Shamu. Hey, she like she applying shampoo. Pretty face, she got a look. Keep a few racks on me. I used to work in the factory. Been hating that never bother me. I make they follow me. Teacher said that I'm a prodigy. When I'm shopping, I don't care what it's costing me. 10 bands, really, that ain't a lot to me. Turn up my swag to infinity. I leveled up on these. Yeah, I leveled up. Hey, I bezeled up on these. Yeah, I bezeled up. I ain't got time for no negative energy. I'm on a winning streak. I'm on a spree. The devil be doing the most, but he don't ever get to me. Bring out the Brinks truck. I'm young, flying, iced up. 100-yard dash. I had to run my price up. Boss your life up. I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, when you on top, don't hate on you. That what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, don't hate on you. That what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. When you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream. Cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down. Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player.